For this drawing assignment, I'm looking to see if you can show me how to draw a horizon line, trees that are near and far, a 3D building of your choice, and also details to your landscape. This week we're going to learn how to draw a winter landscape. For this project you'll need a piece of paper and something to draw with. If you don't have white paper, remember you can always find a piece of scrap paper, construction paper, even something from recycling like the back of a cereal box, anything really. I chose to use a pencil for this project, that way if I make a mistake I can erase. Alright, let's begin. The first thing we're going to do is towards the top part of our paper is we're going to draw a horizon line, and it's going to be a straight line from side to side. Above the horizon line I want you to draw some hills or mountains. I'm going to draw one that kind of starts over here, curvy line down, and I'm going to add one more in the background. Your hills or mountains can look however you want. They could be tall and pointy, they could be round, they can have lots of hills. The third part of our drawing is down here in the corner. I want you to draw a tree. You can draw a tree however you want. It can be realistic, it can be abstract, it can be weird and funny and cool. For this one I'm just going to try drawing a tree using a couple of lines that kind of curve in. So that's my tree trunk. And then at the top here I can draw some branches. Just using a couple different lines to represent my tree. To make it a little more realistic, I'll go back through and kind of thicken up some of these lines and connect them to the next one. And because it's winter, I'm not going to put any leaves on my tree. I'm just going to be empty. It's going to be a bare tree. In the background, I want you to draw another tree. And because it's far away, it's going to be much smaller. So this one I'm going to use a straight line up, and then I'm going to draw a couple of V's that touch that first line, and then go back through and add a couple of V's at the tips to represent the smaller branches. Again, draw any type of tree that you would like. Down here in the left-hand corner, I'm going to teach you how to draw a 3D building. For my example, I'm going to draw a barn. I live in the country and I see barns all the time and I think they're really beautiful. But you can decide any type of building that you want. It could be your house, it could be a store, it could be anything you like. I'm going to start with a straight line over, and I'm going to build a rectangle. Straight line up. I'm leaving a little bit of space up here so I can add my roof. Match this up. Now at the tip right here to the left, I want you to draw the beginning of a triangle. So I'm going to lean out from the building, a diagonal line and a diagonal line back down. You're going to continue this line almost all the way down to the other line. You want to leave a little space here because here comes the trick. Connect these lines with a diagonal line, and you can see how we're starting to make it look 3D, three-dimensional. Up here on the roof, go back to that tip of the triangle we started, and you're going to draw a straight line across just like this one. Straight line across, but I want to stop before I get to the end of here. And can you figure it out? Yep, we're going to connect this line with that line with a diagonal line. And there you have a building. So if it's a barn, maybe I'll add a big barn door, that traditional X over there. You can even draw some windows, anything you like to add some details to your building. So somewhere in your winter scenery, see if you can find a place to draw something else. Could be a snowman, it could be an animal, anything that you like to show that something's happening in this scene. I think down over here I'm going to draw a snowman. So there's two more things I want you to add to your drawing today. So we have a horizon line here. Remember, that's where the sky meets the land. I'm also going to have you draw another line here, and it's going to help make our barn or our building like it's not floating. So I'm just going to extend this line here, and when I run into my tree, I'm going to jump over and continue drawing to the edge. Same thing over here. Continue this line. If I ran into his head, I would jump over, but it looks like it just touches it. And to add one more really neat piece to give it some perspective, I want you to draw a road or a path. And here's a little artist trick. In this space here, I could draw 2 diagonal lines from this line to the edge of the paper, and it'll look like a road. I want to go that way. Maybe this one kind of comes this way. Don't forget to sign your name. Remember, no name, no fame. So what you just created was a snowy landscape, and I just taught you how to draw things in the background, the middle ground, and the foreground. And hopefully you realize that when things are further away, they tend to be smaller, and when things are closer to us, they're bigger. Because this is a drawing assignment, coloring is optional. Feel free, if you have the time and the supplies, to use colors with crayons, markers, colored pencils, or even paint if you're allowed to paint at home. Make sure you take a picture of your artwork, upload it to your assignments. That way I can see it, I can leave compliments and comments, and also give you a grade. I look forward to seeing your awesome wintry landscapes.